Hello, everyone. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for Gemini for March 2nd through the 8th. Thank you for joining me today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my daily readings. Now, just a reminder, these are general readings, so take what resonates and disregard the rest. And I am starting something new with the weekly readings. Each week, I will pick a new star sign that will receive a bonus smoke card reading. So, Gemini, be watching for when it's your turn. Now, I am using several decks and oracle cards this week, and everything is listed below. So, let's get started. We first have the Major Arcana card, the Empress. Isn't she beautiful? And the Two of Swords. And the Major Arcana card, Justice. And then your overall energy for the reading is the Major Arcana card, the Hierophant. Okay, so the first thing that's coming through, Gemini, and what I see for some Geminis, is that you're going to create a whole new life for yourself. You've got 3 Major Arcana cards. That's a lot of change, and that's significant change. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So let's take a closer look at your cards now. And your first card is the Major Arcana card, the Empress. Now, the first thing that I can see coming through is there's a Gemini, or possibly just a few, that are going to be having a child, but you're going to be doing it on your own. You're just going to move forward and be a single parent. And the Empress card is all about abundance, healing, fertility. And I feel you want to have this child, but you're making the decision that you're going to do this on your own. And that is for a few select Geminis that came through. And that's going to have something to do with your cards over here. Now, for other Geminis, the Empress card showing up is really about creativity. The Empress creates an environment where you can feel really nurtured and comfortable, and that'll lead you to having inspiration to create something new. Now, this is a general reading, so it could go in so many different directions. This could be in regards to your career, whatever you're working on for work. And I feel for some of you, possibly the person that you're in a relationship with or you were with is holding you back from doing something that you're really passionate about. And now you're changing that. So that's for a few Geminis. And the number 3 energy of the Empress card is 2 things coming together to create something new. So keep that in mind as we go on. Now, your next card, Gemini, is the Two of Swords. And this is indicating that you're deciding to wait on making a decision. This is definitely a waiting period. So there is something specific that you're waiting on. Now, for some Geminis, the Two of Swords is indicating you're not sure which way you want to go as of yet. You might have several options that are being presented to you this week or at this time, and you're kind of weighing out the pros and cons to either way. But it's still kind of a stalemate at this time. And again, I just get that energy that you're waiting on something to occur, and that will clear things up, and you'll be able to make your decision. And now the Two of Swords card always shows the individual with a blindfold on. So you might not have all the information yet that you need in order to make this decision. Now, what's really interesting is that this Two of Swords card is surrounded on each side by a Major Arcana card. So the decision here that you're making is a big one. Now, your next card, Gemini, is your major arcana card, Justice. And for some Geminis, this has to do with a court case, possibly for some, a divorce. The Justice card is all about being judged for something. So I believe for so many of you Geminis, you're waiting for the outcome of whatever is happening with this Justice card. But for most of you, I think it's some type of a court case. So you're waiting to see how this ends up. And that's going to affect your Two of Swords energy here, your decision. But not to worry, Gemini. I do feel good energy with the Justice card. And this card really is indicating that you're going to get what you deserve. So maybe if somebody was dishonest, not a nice person, this energy here is going to catch up with them. It's not going to rule in their favor. And for the people that were trying to do the right thing, the scales will be balanced in their favor. So I do feel whatever this Justice card is about and whatever the results are that are from this card, this is what you're waiting on before you make a decision. And the Justice card is number 11, which in this case reduces down to 2. And number 2 is about balance and within the scales. So there's going to be a fair outcome in regards to the Justice card. The 3-card spread adds up to number 16, which reduces to number 7. And number 7 represents forces that have to be dealt with that are sometimes beyond our control. And that specifically would be involving a court case. You just aren't sure what the outcome is actually going to be until you hear it. Now, the next card I want to talk about is your overall energy card. And you have the major arcana card, the Hierophant. Now, when the Hierophant shows up in a reading, it's indicating a time to examine your beliefs. Now, usually this card represents how you were brought up, possibly your religion and the beliefs that were taught to you. All the traditions in your family, all the groundwork, all the beliefs and opinions, everything that influenced you as you were growing up. Well, now you might be questioning all of that, possibly based on what you've recently been through or what's happening to you right now. You're deciding if you want to go the traditional route or if you want to branch out and follow your own heart. This can indicate that how you were brought up with the traditions and the beliefs are not serving you any longer. You have a different outlook on the world and different beliefs, different opinions. Now, the Hierophant as an actual individual can be a priest, a mentor, a spiritual teacher of some sort, an advisor, a counselor, possibly a judge. These are individuals that have influenced you growing up, besides your own family. And the number 5 energy of this card is shaking things up. This is changing old habits and ways. And this is an energy of disequilibrium. And the number 5 can create a lot of conflict and challenges. And if some Geminis are deciding to change up your beliefs on certain things, that can be very disruptive to your family. So this is probably the most important card in your reading. This is your overall energy. This is what you're going to end up deciding you want to do for your future. And I feel that so many of you are going to think outside the box and do something that's outside of the norm. And that might surprise your family and friends. But you need to do what's best for you, Gemini. Now let's take a look at what crystal you have for this week. Citrine. Okay. So this card ties right into your Empress energy here. This is abundance and creativity. And this can be in regards to some good news coming your way this week. Possibly a new business opportunity, possibly money coming in. And it can also be abundance of how you feel, almost like you're re energized. And that could be the news here. You're going to feel so good once you get this news. And I do feel that citrine crystal will help you out this week once you're through possibly, the court case for some Geminis. And once you get the results of that, you're going to feel like you have more energy and you're going to decide that you want to be involved in possibly more creative activities. And with that can come new opportunities. It can rekindle your passion and give you greater happiness. Now, for some Geminis, this can be in regards to if you like to garden or cook or paint or write stories, whatever it is that you have a passion for, Gemini. Then, as you're feeling positive and relaxed and motivated, your energy levels will rise. And this will help you to attract and manifest more abundance in your life. Now, citrine, and I do have a piece right here. Citrine is associated with your solar plexus chakra, and it's known as the stone of success. It can help you to increase your personal wealth and energy. Now, I did pull a Starseed Oracle card, and this card is for the Gemini individuals that are longing for all that's mysterious and unknown. So, this card won't resonate with everyone. And Gemini, you received Forge, Don't Follow. Okay, Gemini, this is about paving a new path and be the leader that you wish you had. So, this card is addressing more to the spiritual Geminis, possibly the star seeds. And this is telling you to not wait until the path is perfectly paved. This is a card for leaders, and you're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others. And the most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission. They just take a deep breath and put one foot in front of the other and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them, they lead themselves. And this is what your Hierophant card was coming up for. It's about you choosing a new path, a new way of living your life. And this card is indicating to possibly speak out on the topics you feel passionate about and share your unique voice. Share your combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. And not to look to those that have come before you to work out your path, forge your own. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. So forge, don't follow. Okay, Gemini, this was a really interesting reading. Your overall energy is the Hierophant card, and this is indicating that you're breaking away from possibly what you were raised on. The beliefs, the standards, the opinions, you're breaking away from it and what no longer serves you. So you're breaking from tradition, forging a new path, you might say. And the Empress is giving you a nurturing and comfortable environment to create something new in your life. Whatever your passion is, whatever it is that you want to be doing now. But it seems that with the Two of Swords, you are waiting on something in order to make a decision. And for so many of you, I think it's a court case. So you could be getting divorced or involved in some kind of court case where you need to see the results before you decide what you're going to do with the rest of your life. And your crystal of the week is citrine, which will bring you good luck and abundance and help you to be creative. And your Starseed card is pretty straightforward. Pave a new path. Forge, don't follow. So, Gemini, you have a lot of life changes this week, but your energy is so good. You will get a fair outcome, and you will create something new in your life that you can call your own. Thank you for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. To continue with a private reading, click on my website link below. Love and abundance to my Gemini family.